Hey guys, if anyone's out there, it looks like no one's out there. That's okay. It's Silver here. Had a few minutes and just wanted to answer a couple Alex Comic Hoarder things and just a couple quick comments and such. So I will just start with this. I happened across this book the other day. I was watching a Beauty Comics, one of his videos. He had a neat haul in a comic store recently, and he came across this issue, and I thought it was really cool, and so I came across it just recently also. So Beauty Comics had showcased this, and then like within a day, I had found it, and I thought, what are the odds? It's that Rich Buckler that I had shown off just recently. Hey, Matilda. And so I thought, what a small world, how things happen. So cool, Rich Buckler cover, and I think interior art also. But just funny how the community, sometimes one person will find something, and then stuff seems to go around. So today, just, I know there's a couple people in here. I don't have a whole lot of ground to cover. Alex, the comic hoarder, had asked me a couple questions, and I thought I'd do a little video on the things he had asked me. And so that's really nothing terribly important today. I just thought I better try a live show because I haven't done many of them. The first one, I needed a cocktail afterward. That was my contest drawing. So I thought I'd better try one. So thanks for people that are in here. Hey, how you doing? I see a few people in here commenting. Thank you. So a little while ago, I had done a contest entry for Contender. That contest runs through May 11th. So forgive me, I don't even know what day today is. But I think you have a day or so left. But it was a spell out your name type of thing. And I had used this for one of the D's, or actually maybe for the V, because Dracula is based on Vlad the Impaler. And my apologies, guys. I am having a little trouble seeing the chat stuff. So if I'm not commenting, give me some... Whoops. Please give me some tips for comic collecting in general. I'm new to this community. JTC Comics. So apparently I didn't know this. You can apparently click on things and then you could read them. So maybe Alex is in the room. So anyway, Alex, the comic hoarder, had, if you guys put a question up that, no, you know what? It is not vacuum sealed. It looks like it. These are books that I need to rebag and reboard. These were part of an incredible collection. There was like 3 or 4 long boxes of books I bought, and they are just beautiful. And the thing is, I'm pulling them out of these old bags, and the old bags are in such high quality that I actually feel bad putting new bags on them. So it looks like it's vacuum sealed because this bag obviously needs to be redone. But Alex said, hey, Dave, if I'd commented that there was a series of these that Dell had done, and he thought it'd be neat if I pulled some other books and showcased the rest of them. So I'm covering up this. Beauty Comics had showcased this the other day, and I came across it. It's a Rich Buckler cover. So I thought that was kind of neat. So anyway, so we have the Dracula book, and then there was also a Frankenstein. And what Dell did is they basically took these horror characters and they morphed them into superheroes. They gave them, some outfits, and they had them do some adventures. And I don't know how successful the series was. And so this is the Frankenstein version, and there were a few of these that had come out. They weren't limited like one-shots, but this is an origin of the new Frankenstein here. The Dracula is the origin issue, so it tells you how he came about. And then the last one in that monster series was this werewolf, which was a pretty neat one. And that's also an origin issue. and I know they had done a few other ones of Dracula, and they did a few other ones of werewolf. This is one of the copies of a werewolf cover. I just did that on Google or Yahoo or something. I don't even know what I did. So anyway, Alex, those are the covers, and yeah, they are Creature. They are fantastic. They're pretty cool. And someone a while back had asked me about I think Melvin Monster, and so while I was in that Dell area, I pulled this one out too. Just another, one of those kooky characters. These are very affordable. I don't know what they run, but certainly you're going through boxes at a Comic-Con, and you come across them, and these are red, but they're in shockingly good condition. So I just thought they were cool to showcase. So Alex, hope you like those. And then, in that Dell box, I also happened across this issue, which I wanted to talk about real quickly. Lobo is a character some people know about, some people don't. But this is date stamped May of 1966, okay? And it's an October cover issue. They always come out a little early. This is issue number 2. And it coincides really interestingly. Let me pull something out here. I was just boxing up the old wall books. It really coincides. There's a lot known about, the first African/African American superhero. This is a July of 66, so Black Panther would have come out a little before that. But Lobo, this is a July date stamp on it. Or I'm sorry, May date stamp. So really these things were hitting, Lobo #1 was hitting really right around the same time. And I find it so interesting. You think everything happens in a bubble, but obviously there's chatter between artists and creators. And so it's just an interesting part of history. This being an expensive book to buy, Lobo is one of those, I think, really at a Comic-Con you can pick Lobo up for a couple bucks, which I think is way underpriced. I think it's an interesting comic. It's an interesting series, and just an interesting all-around piece of comic history. So there we go. That's the Dell box, and I'm moving quickly. I'm not paying much. I'm paying attention to the chat, but the way this is set up, the chat comes up when you're doing one of these on the far left bottom corner. It's small, and I don't have great eyesight, so unfortunately I'm missing some of the chat messages. If you do have a question in there or a request for me to answer something, I will do my best to watch this after the fact and respond to those. So my apologies that I'm just not seeing them at the same time you guys are. So I'm going to try to get my iPhone, and maybe I can see the chat on there. If I do the top chat, we'll see if I can do something sneaky here. Oh, is that okay? So TJ Watson said that Lobo, first black hero in the own series, going for big bucks right now. Maybe so. Yeah, I always thought that was an undervalued issue. And then another funny thing, going back to Alex Comic Corner, such an incredible leader in the community. He had asked me a while back about my Silver Age Dave logo, and I had done a video at one point talking about this, but this was an attempt I had made at art, which I'm not good at. And it was based on when I was just starting out in the community. It was probably back in September or October or November when I found Bad Avenger. He had his own, I always call it a logo guy, and Bad Avenger coincidentally has a 500 sub contest going on now. I'm going to have an entry for that soon, but see, I did a little logo guy for Bad Avenger. So that's coming up soon. But my logo guy, I was trying to emulate, one of my heroes in this community, which is Bad Avenger. And so Alex Comic Corner asked me, hey, what's that art all about? What are you doing there? Reminds me of the World War II bomber. Yeah, and so that's what Alex had asked. And this is a testament to me when I say I'm not much of an artist. That is true stuff. But this is what I was actually going for, was Amazing Spider-Man 129. I was going for the little, target. So I put myself in the crosshairs on there. And so, Alex, that answers hopefully your question. Anytime you guys see this logo thing, that's what I was going for, was the little bomb sight there. Anyway, I did mine black and white. If I went color, it would look really terrible. I thought it looked a little bit like flowers, when I did it, but that, you get what you get. That's the beauty of free channels, right? So that's my artwork contribution. So there you have it. So we'll put that there. And guys, I am probably talking fast because live show for me is very nerve-wracking. I'm kind of looking through someone earlier I thought had asked something about comic collecting tips, and I don't know if I have any great tips. I would say patience is the greatest tip. Time and time again, I see books that go for big money, and then months later they go for little money. So set about, what you want, plan out what you want. Certainly for me, what's paid off over the years is I buy everything in bulk that I can. I would much rather buy a collection of 200 comics than buy one comic. And really for the last 20 years or more, I set out to buy collections. I don't really care what I'm buying. And miraculously, over time, the holes fill themselves up. And that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. There's so many cool issues. I also point something out. The new wall that I did, I don't want to shake the camera up too much, but this new wall that I put together the other day, I got so many great responses from everybody. And really, a lot of the books on this wall have come from different places, from different collections over time. Now, some of them I did get, back in the day, but when you're buying collections, you're getting, in most cases, you're getting the best low price. And let's see, I'll be paying. You get this. I think the best price when you're buying collection. You're just, in the long run, it's worked well for me. Let's see. Do you collect modern or current comics? Yes or no, and why? Absolutely. I do buy new comics. This is a stack here I have that I've picked up over the last few weeks. I've been spending a small fortune really over the last 6 months or so on new comics. I would say on a weekly basis, I'm dropping anywhere from 100 to 200 or more, depending on what's coming out. And I've gotten to a point now with new comics that I'm going to be backing it off. This week I spent less than $50, and I'm going to stop going as multiple heavy. Now, things like Super Sons, I do multiples because I buy them for my sons. I want to pass these things along. And like the Amazing Spider-Man 800, I've been moving up into that and, trying to fill collections for my children. But ultimately, yeah, I think if you truly love comics and you have the luxury, of buying new and old, I love them. I still enjoy that. So, hopefully that answers your question. Certainly the value for me, though, lies with the stuff from my youth. I'm not necessarily trying to relive it or steal anything back from my youth, but I really do enjoy those books. Let's see. So, Alex Comic Hoarder. Oh, well, hey, that's really kind, Alex. Yeah, tell you what, making a lot of videos, most of them I make really just fall together. I start, my little iPad or the iPhone going, and stuff just comes out. And sometimes I have to edit them a little bit, and sometimes they just fall together. So, that is what it is. But thank you, Alex. You are the guy. And certainly when I was starting out, I think I found Bad Avenger first. Captain Strangeliffe, who I absolutely love. Anyone who's not subbed to Captain Strangeliffe, but I didn't know who he was. I didn't know how YouTube worked to even subscribe. And then Alex, and then Comic Hoarders, and ETA Nick, and Anthony, and Patrick, and a lot of the leaders today in the community. I just started this really a handful of months ago, so that's who I when I started making videos, it was really because I was so impressed by all you guys out there, and just felt like contributing. So if people are liking it, then that makes me smile. It makes me happy, and that's the whole goal of this. I don't know if any of us are really trying to set up for retirement through comic collecting, but I just do it because I love the books, new or old, doesn't really matter. So thank you. A lot of you guys are saying some nice things in there. Hey, Nerd versus Fat, glad you got that. Nerd versus Fat received. He was one of the winners in my contest, and I hit a mental roadblock, and I screwed a bunch of stuff up. So I was really delayed getting Nerd versus Fat, the last prize package. And thanks. I'm glad you like that, and tried to customize that a little for you. Let's see. What do I think will be driving future prices of current books? New characters, artists. I'm trying to think about what people will be looking for in the future. Oh boy, I think if you're planning on, I don't even want to say investment. I think ultimately, the books I've bought in the past drove me. I saw covers I liked. I saw books that inspired me, and those are the things I bought. And I think that I talked a while back with the great legend in Alex and some people about life being a pendulum. And, it's always swinging. It's always doing this, and it goes one way and the other. I'll tell you honestly, right now, everything is superhero heavy. That's the big thing right now. But I think just like, there was a time when war comics were the thing. Well, when World War II ended, when Korea was over, when these conflicts end, people come home and they want to move on, and all that war stuff goes by the wayside, and then you start looking at other things. So I think at some point the superhero stuff is going to take a backseat, and it might be the wars, the westerns, the monsters that you'll see come around. So if you're buying books to retire on, I really don't have advice, because that's certainly not my plan. There's guys that do it. They're buying the big books and they're holding them. But from my perspective, I think the best bet is to buy the stuff that really inspires you, and so on and so forth. Hopefully that answers it. Is it first mention of political issues? What's your take? Well, you know what? We're probably not going to get into politics or religion. I did decide for lunch I'm going to have a Bud Light. So certainly you don't want to mix politics and religion and Bud Light. So I'm going to move on, probe 186 past that one probably at this point. But I am conservative. As a general rule. But people could probably guess that. I have 6 kids, and I'm pretty conservative. There's Metarog, Otaku Dan, hello, Night Tiger. So many people here. Really, I'm shocked that people are showing up at noon. I only gave myself about 20 minutes to be in here, so I don't know if there were other questions. I see Creature, JTC Comics, Taylor Alexander Cassidy, Jam Sessions. I want to just run through some names. Matilda. I think Matilda was the first one in here. Creature. Love commenting back and forth, Creature, with you. Great YouTuber. You're in great company. There's so many great people. 4-Way Flashers on here. And TJ Watson, maybe I mentioned. Noah Venditti. What's up? Gave us in there. So anyway, there's Eric K. Hoosier Nerd. So that is, I wanted to do a live one because I haven't done them. They're nerve-wracking. I think I'm out of stuff to talk about today. I was hoping for maybe 5-10 minutes, and it stretched. But thank you so much. I have some contest things coming up. I'm going to be doing a contest entry for Bad Avenger. I think I just showed his little sign here somewhere. And I'm going to be doing a Thanatos. Thanatos has a big milestone he's hitting too. And then I'm going to be doing probably a contest announcement on my own. My heartfelt and humble thank you to anyone who's subscribed. So I'm going to be doing an appreciation thing for people also. So stay tuned for that. Guys, it's been about 20 minutes. So appreciate everyone checking in. I am going to check out Ali TV was my last one, I think, here in the chat. So he said howdy do. And I'm going to say howdy do to you guys. Thank you for signing in and checking it out. This is Silver Age Dave. End of the first official live show. Thanks for being part of it. Comic Guy, thank you. Oh, Symphonic Elk. There he is with the SAD. All right. See you guys. Thank you. Boy who had 7. All right. Silver is out. I actually don't know how to make myself be out. So, Alex, is there an off button on this thing? Because I don't see it. I'm not sure how to stop the live show. What do you do? Can anyone tell me how to end a live show? Because the iPad, it just has like I'm live, but I don't see a stop button. Maybe I'll just always be live. I'll be like that Jim Carrey movie. Yeah, this is really crazy because I don't see a pause button. I see how I can flip the screen. I can look the other way maybe. Can I flip? I don't even know if I can do that. All right, I'm going to just close it out and hopefully it'll try closing the app or turning off your iPad, LOL. Yeah, I guess that would do it. I record on my computer. There's normally an end stream button. Yeah. Oh, there's an X. Okay, bad eyesight. Okay, guys, funny blooper to end the video today, right? All right. This is Silver Age Dave. I've got my my newest, the buyer that I talk about frequently, Dave. He was in here, and he's actually on his way here. He's got some cool stuff to show me, and so it's going to be a pretty exciting afternoon. Guys, yeah, leave my pants on. I am not the great legend. I do have pants today. All right, thanks, guys. Silver Age Dave is out.